Benji, of course, a lot have changed in Brøndby the last few weeks. How have you experienced, new coach coming in?
I think the change has been good for all of us. I think the club, the players, especially the players, I can see the training standards and the training level has been risen. So I think that's only been positive. And after 2 days of training, we win a derby at home against Copenhagen. So I think it's all been positive until now. Hopefully, it's going to continue.
And how is your personal experience with Cooper this first period?
It's good. I think the thing I like most about him is that he wants structure and he wants to do it his way, and that he demands a lot from the players because he believes in us, and it comes right back. We believe in him a lot. So I think the change and him coming in, for me especially, and for the team, I can speak for all of them, has been good.
It also seems on the training pitch that he talks a lot with all of you guys individually.
I think he wants to set or make the point that details are important, and it's never easy for a change to be amazing in the first few days. But he's trying to make it work, and we are also trying to listen, trying to take it in. Of course, it's a change, as I said, but I think it's going to be good.
You was in the starting 11 against Copenhagen, very short time after he arrived. Does that say anything about how Steve Cooper is, viewing you as a player in this Brøndby squad, you think?
I have no idea. I think I can only bring my qualities to the field and help the team individually and then help the team collectively, but that's, I think, for him to answer more.
But do you hope that, under this Steve Cooper coach, that you will have your, if you can say it like that, big breakthrough in
yeah,
Brøndby?
Of course. Yeah, I hope that, and I think I can learn a lot from him, especially with the experience he had in England national team, in Premier League and in Championship. So I think I will try to take it in as much as possible every day, and then try to add to my game.
Playing on the central midfield, you were one of the most affected by the system change.
Yeah.
What do you think about having a little more people in there?
I think it's good for us. I think you always have a spare man that can help you in defense and in attack. And I love playing with the 4 at the back and 3 in the middle, so I think it's amazing.
Do you think that it's good for this team in a period where there was a new coach, that it's a big name that comes in, someone that with Premier League experience, I guess you respect him from day one? Of
course, yeah. And as I said, not only for the team and for the players, I think for all Brøndby, it's a good change. He brings in something new, and he makes people understand what it means to have this badge on the chest every day, and you need to behave and play like you want this and you belong to Brøndby.
You also told about structure here under Steve Cooper. Do you think that was lacking with Vigtige, or?
Yes. I would say yeah. Yeah, with all due respect to all the coaches who has been and all that, but I think there is much more structure and there is much more clarity in what we do.
Can you elaborate on what was lacking in some way? Just talking about more what the structure was like compared to now.
No, I mean there is a lot of stuff. There was, for example, now you know what you expect from your midfield. As me as a midfielder, I know where my midfielders are going to be when I have the ball in this position or in that position, which makes it easier to play. Almost that you don't even need to look, that you trust your teammate is going to be there because it's been set to you.
So there was too much freedom in the state of play, maybe.
Yeah, there is still freedom, because you can never take freedom away from a player, and that's talent. Where talent comes in, and he says that as well. Your talent needs to show, boys. You're not robots. I can give you instructions, but then it's you on the field. But there was a lot of unclear situations before, and now I think we have the picture painted better.
Benjamin, when you were under Cooper's predecessor with Birk, in the media was all this stuff about 4 at the back, 3 at the back, the formation, the system, all this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Wasn't it also a part of the conversation in the club? Because Birk started saying we want to have 4 at the back.
I wasn't here when Birk took over in the beginning, so I don't know what he said. And then I think we played, when I came, like 4 in the back for like 5-6 games, and then we changed back to a 3 back. So, but there was never a conversation that I know of that the coach had with the players if we should do a 3 or 4 at the back.
Did he lose the dressing room in the end, like Birk, or
I don't know we always do what we're told as players. We're professional. They pay us to do what the coach tells us. So. So it's a difficult question, and I think you can ask Fredrik that.
You have played under coaches like Mourinho and Fraioli also.
Yeah.
How does Steve Cooper compare to that?
No, you can see that he's been at the top level and at the top clubs, especially in the top league. So there's a lot of similarities.
Can I ask you
similarities?
In the way of thinking, in the way of making things clear, repeating stuff, stopping the trainings, telling us what we need to do when we're wrong, when we're right, to hear it. Yeah.
In the derby, you were alongside Speedings in the midfield, a guy who's been a lot of criticism since coming to the club as well. It must have been nice to seeing him, a big smile after the game as well.
Yeah, of course. I think all of us had a big smile, but especially him, because he had a difficult period. I think he's a good player, and he probably deserved more when he came, and when I came as well. But that's football. Sometimes you need to bite in Sweden we say the sour lemon and continue working.
What is the just looking forward with you guys pairing in the midfield? What is your feel?
I think first of all the pairing of the midfield, that's the coach who decides. I don't know if it's gonna be me, Stein, or Stein and Wes, or Noah and Wes, but I think all of us we're working really hard trying to make each other better, and I think that's where everything starts.
You scored your first goal for Bosnia as well in the national team break. How was that? That must also have been a huge milestone for you. Yeah,
it was amazing because we won that game. I was captain for the first time as well, and then a bit right before that I scored a goal. So I think it was an amazing national break for me, coming back as well with the new coach, winning a derby, and I hope it can just continue in this positive way.
How hungry are you to score your first Brøndby goal? You have been close a few times.
Yeah, and I figured that I've been thinking about scoring, so now I'm not gonna think about scoring, and hopefully the luck is gonna turn.
How much do your teammates at the national team? How much do they know about Brøndby? Does to talk to Jaco about stuff like this, or is it?
No, they all know, because you don't go to any national team, and even if it's Sweden, Bosnia, Denmark, you don't go into a national team not being a player with a lot of qualities. So I think everyone knows about Brøndby, and especially now with winning against Copenhagen, it even gives more to our name, and bringing in a new coach with a huge name. So I would say it's well known everywhere.
And on Sunday you have AGF. What are your outlook on that game?
I think it's going to be difficult, in their ground, 4 hours away, and then with their fans, their home ground. As I said, I think they always play annoying kind of football where they try some weird stuff. But I think we're going to be well prepared for them, and we're going to be able to come on with positive outcome.
Do you also feel this kind of rivalry there is with the other side?
Yeah, when I go on the field, but outside I don't understand the fans and all that, unfortunately. But on the field, I understand.
What is that? What's it that AGF does that's annoying or weird?
No, sometimes they go man, sometimes they change. They a lot of long balls, a lot of duels. So, but we've beaten them before at home and away, so I think we can do it again.